Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Derek with the Heidi's Outdoors. So today's video is not another tractor video. Nope, we brought in a mini excavator to help us clear the land for the new driveway. Now I could have easily have made this a pretty long drawn out series, but I decided to focus on what we're doing here. We're working on the driveway. I'm not worried about the mini excavator, but I will make a couple comments on it. First of all, so we got a Cat 304. It has a 36-inch heavy-duty bucket that I was, honestly, I did not expect that it was going to be able to handle this 36-inch bucket. I was thinking I'd probably have to go with the 24-inch or something smaller. Well, decided to go with the mini excavator for a couple reasons. One, maneuverability on the property. Two, because doing something like a dozer, while would have been able to move probably a lot more dirt, well, it wouldn't have worked as well with the trees, especially with these hickory trees that we're trying to dig out. So this mini excavator, the 304, it did a phenomenal job. I was so impressed with actually how much it was capable of doing. I had a neighbor out who came over and stopped by, saw the work that I was out there doing. Had my buddy with me. He was running my tractor while I'm using the excavator. And so, yeah, I even had some neighbors commenting that they were so surprised at how much progress and how much we were able to get done with such a small machine, or a smaller class of a machine. The only thing I would have done different would have been to possibly wait for a machine that had a thumb. So whenever I was looking around trying to find a machine, everybody was booked up, and like wasn't able to find anything for some time that was available. So whenever this one came available, they told me it didn't have a thumb, but it had a 36-inch bucket that could go with it. So I decided to, I just go ahead and take it. Looking back, I do wish I had a thumb, but yeah, it was still very, very surprising. I moved hundreds of tons of dirt here. As you can see, we got about, on average, we're sitting about 6 inches or so of topsoil. So largely the process has been scratch off, get the topsoil off, move it over, and then try to keep as much of this rock and clay that's going to work really well for fill, especially in certain areas where I'm going to need to take and raise up just a little bit. So this stump is another good example of why I wanted to rent an excavator. I don't think there's any way I would have been able to do this with my tractor. It is a strong little beast, but this stump, especially with all the dirt, the clay and rock that's mixed in here with these roots, this thing is just so heavy and challenging. It was pretty challenging to do with this excavator. I could have even gone with a bigger excavator to get a couple of these big stumps out. This one's even not even that large. I think this one was around about 15 inches in diameter. It was still pretty large, and the excavator struggled a little bit as well. So I think this is also about to show my, I'm still new at this. I'm still learning the camera, how to record, and what to record when. So as you start to see here, I wasn't even paying attention. I was just working. Didn't even realize that the mirror was a little loose on the outside of the machine, and it was starting to slide into view a little bit. It's going to creep in a little more as time goes on. So I apologize for that. I'm still learning, and hopefully we'll just we'll get better as time goes on. Maybe I just need to watch a few more videos from Let's Dig 18 or from Dirt Perfect, so that way I can just take some cues on what to capture as I'm out there working. Because I'm trying my hand at it with moving dirt, with digging, all the clearing, and I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job here. But the camera work leaves a little bit to be desired. So if you noticed earlier in the video, you saw me pushing and moving a lot of the trees and the stumps uphill. There are a few of them I was pushing downhill here because of where I was at and what the terrain was, where things were available. I was trying to put everything I possibly could above or uphill, so that way later on it'd be easier for me to come back with my tractor and the grapple and a chainsaw, and just be able to more easily or readily pick them up, take them and dispose of them. comments I have here on my thoughts on running this excavator. I tried to run the machine in I guess it's the ISO or the standard excavator pattern. I could not do it. I tried. I struggled. I had a hard time being able to switch from what I'm used to from running a backhoe over to those control pattern. So I just decided that I was able to switch it pretty easily. So I decided to just go ahead and run it in a backhoe, and I feel like I did pretty well with it. I think the area that I needed the most improvement on, that just need to get more stick time and time in a machine, is controlling the tracks here. I previously had been only comfortable with using the sticks on my hands, but as time went on during my rental for the week, I ended up getting far more comfortable and far more efficient with the foot pedals. So just as a little piece of advice for anybody who's interested or they think they want to take on renting a piece of equipment like this, I would just recommend that try to get good with using your feet and the pedals. It'll make your whole experience a lot smoother to track around. Unfortunately, I didn't get very good footage of this before I took it on, so here is the before of a picture from the road, and then here is the new driveway entrance. Pulled it back here about 25 or so feet and widened out by about 6 feet all the way up, and then sweeping off into the right, up into the property. I still have so much work to do on this. This is by no means close to being finished. I got to get some drainage set in here. We'll be hopefully get some rock down before too long. Got a couple burn piles here on the left end. Got some trees on the right. So got quite a bit of work ahead of me still. But for my week's worth of work here with the excavator, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. So as you can see, it's got a nice wide enough driveway that'll be able to handle almost any traffic that we need to come up for, especially the area for construction. So thanks everybody, appreciate you watching, and we will see you on the next video.